Bryan Mullen has been at the Hills Relay since 2001 and spent over 20 years on the committee. So, Bryan, why a podcast this year for the 25th anniversary?
Basically because it is the 25th anniversary. And like you two, there are a whole pile of people who come to Relay who weren't even born when the first Relay was held. As a committee member for 20 years, there was still a lot of things happening at the Relay that I didn't know about. I wasn't sure where the money went. I wasn't sure what role each person played, what was involved in those roles. And the podcast brings that to life. So if you're somebody who just turns up on the day, puts on the shirt and walks and talks for the Relay for Life and for the Cancer Council, this is a chance to get into the background and see what happens in the Relay. Not everybody's going to want to find out, but for those who do, it's history in a nutshell, basically.
Mm-hmm. And so in knowing this information about the Relay and about knowing the background, how do you think that's going to affect our engagement with the Hills Relay for Life Committee?
I don't know that it will. It's not about engagement, it's about understanding. If you're going to be involved in the Relay for Life, it's really nice. I'm one of those people that has to know the background. I'm one of those people that goes off to Google and checks as soon as I hear something. And this is for the Googlers. This is for the people who go to Google and check or ask AI about something because they just have to know. And this is an opportunity. We talk to people who have run relays. We talk to people who are there at the beginning of the process. We talk to people who are there and very much involved on a regular basis. We talk to people who've walked 126 kilometres at last year's relay. We do all of those things. It's just so people will know something about the relay that they might not have known before they began.
And Bryan, where will we be able to find the podcast this year if we want to know more?
I'm very proud of myself. I've created a relay channel on YouTube.
Wow.
Okay, very advanced.
I thought this is really something I'm going to have to tackle, and then I found out how easy it was. They did verify me, which worries me a little because they obviously went through my background, and I'm surprised that they still let me have a channel after they did that. But they verified me. I created a channel, and all of the podcast will be available in 7 or 8 episodes on that channel, and I will ensure that links are sent to all of the people that are involved in the relay or people who might be interested in being involved in the relay, or if they simply type in Hills Relay for Life, hopefully the channel will pop up and they'll be able to find out.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems like you put a lot of thought into this, of course. So I'm wondering if you could give us a little bit of insight into what were your considerations when inviting people onto this podcast? What do you want your audience to learn from this podcast?
Tried to get it as broad in terms of its experience as possible. So we have one of the early chairs here. We have somebody who's worked for the Cancer Council. We have somebody who still works for the Cancer Council and can tell us where the money goes. We have the schools turning up. It's about variety. It's about difference. It's about not repeating the same story time and time again. But it's also set up so that people can dip their toe in and watch one of the broadcasts or one of the podcasts. They don't have to watch all of them. There are labels on them and they can say, oh, that one looks interesting, I'll listen to that. Oh, that's Bryan, I'll forget about that one. It's that sort of thing. So it's about choice.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us this afternoon, Bryan, and we'll see you at Relay on the 16th of May.
Thank you. I'll look forward to it.
Thank you.